back in 2016, 2015. If you remember when Jinair had sponsored and had sponsored, I think they had an SSL in SE2 and they had an SSL in Brood War. If you remember, back in early StarCraft Remastered. That's what I was watching a lot of Brood War. If you recall. At the same time, I think there was also the KSL happening at around the same time as well. But here we go, we're jumping into our next game, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Retro, we have the blue Zerg player representing Berserker Esports. It is Mixu. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the teal Protoss player representing Root Gaming, the American Protoss. It is fullheart. Scouting and looking for the base. Again, it is a 4-player map, is looking for Mixu's spawn location. KSL was 2017, ASL is now SSL. That's not confusing. Wait, what? Oh, true, because it's not a Freaka Star League. It's, I guess it'd be Super Star League, but like soup, like the other soup, you know, that one. Yeah. I guess? Question mark. Is there a chess Star League? Do you know the competitor to soup, the Naver one, the Naver streaming platform? Is there like Brood War events on that as well? They should just call it the Superstar League. No, okay. Yeah. With the rebranding. But that's for now. Hatchgas full standard opener out of Mixu. Meanwhile, fullheart is going for... Oh, a cannon. Let's go! We're cannon rushing. I was a little bit distracted. The cannons are here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with fullheart, all he does, specifically in SE2, and I guess now in Brood War as well, is cannon rush. Cannon rush is all he does. I think he streams as well on Twitch, and it's just pure cannon rushes in every single matchup as well. Gateways have been thrown down, forcing a cancellation on the natural. Mixu forced to expand elsewhere. It does save the drone. Ling's looking for the expansion, and Mixu is going to be stuck on one base, going for a second gas geyser, going for the Roach Warren. Will eventually break out. Now Mixu has the option to go into a lair, into a Nidus, into an all-in. Right now, we're still looking for the expansion. But we could turn this into one base all-in, or we could try to slowly break out and re-expand. Now, based on these gateways, this tells us that fullheart intends to commit. Intends to commit not just with the cannon rush, but also with higher tech and into a one base all-in. Otherwise, there'd be no reason to have these gateways here. As he's fully walling off back at home, we have the cannon. Mixu's still scouting, still looking through... I was going to say through deduction, and can get eyes on, or can figure out where the expansion is. And is going for a bit of a ninja base, going for the third base location instead. Okay, Dragoons are on the way. Mixu does have a hidden expansion. Mixu likewise confirms location of fullheart, but won't be able to get much done as there's a cannon on the high ground. And there we go, Ravagers are being morphed in. With 3 Ravagers, we'll be able to slowly break out. Bearing in mind there are no shield batteries, so these cannons, it's going to be a little bit easier to break out than it normally is against SE2 cannon rushes. As usually, there would be shield batteries to help support the cannons and keep them going. So that's an interesting kind of difference here in how these cannon rushes work. Spells take down 1 cannon. Plus transfuse. And now with 4 Ravagers, we should be able to break out of this. The Ravagers, they will shut this down. I say that the Dragoons, likewise, are extending a little bit here. They take down 1 of the Ravagers. The Ravager does fall. But alas, there's only 1 cannon left. Another Dragoon falls as well. Nice target firing here out of Mixu, and we'll take it down. 1 more volley. And the Dragoons, they're so low. Again, it's so interesting here. Again, like this Brood War cannon rush has so much less sustain than I'm used to. All 3 cannons go down. We came to the production. Zoning the Dragoons away. And Mixu is going to shut this down. I mean, the kiting is decent, but alas, there's just so little you can do here as we're just caught out. We're shut down. Every Dragoon will fall. Still a couple more trickling in. True. But the pylons are under fire. And the gateways are being depowered. Not like this. 1 gateway left. 1 gateway remaining. GG gets called as Mixu breaks out, and Mixu takes game number 1. GG. Winding it back though, because things happen so quickly, and it was so fascinating to see the dynamic between the two races. So usually in an SE2 cannon rush, it isn't just cannons, there are shield batteries as well. You throw down like a wall of shield batteries behind it, so then even though you're also proxying and committing into stalkers and immortals as well, like it's so much more difficult to break out like that, just because again the stalkers or the immortals, if it goes a little bit longer, have a little bit more sustainability. They can hold their ground a little bit longer as well, and things can very quickly snowball out of control. Here, it was interesting to see that that's very clearly not the case, and yeah, the Zerg player can be even more assertive and aggressive while breaking out like that, you know, dealing actual damage to the Dragoons and camping the production as well. It's, yeah, a dynamic that you don't often see. It was fascinating. Fascinating fact. GG. GG, well played. Should be noted that Brood War shield batteries stun the units that they're healing. They heal faster, so it's not that long of a stun, but yeah. I mean, obviously, like I was not implying that I would expect to see shield batteries from the Brood War cannon rush in that kind of scenario. Just pointing out how an SE2 cannon rush and a Brood War cannon rush would kind of differ. Yeah. They also cannot target structures. Ooh, okay, that's another big part. Yeah, true. But here we go. To be honest, could have done a 1-gate cannon rush into Reaver drops. That sounds crazy. That sounds okay. I see the logic. But here we go. We're jumping into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of is it Polyoid? Polymorph? Poly. We have the blue Terran player rolling Brood War Terran, representing Berserker Esports. It is Mixu. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have Holopoid. Hey, okay. We have the American Protoss player representing Root Gaming, land of the Americas. It is fullheart. This time doing what he does best, going for the SE2 cannon rush instead. The Forge has been thrown down, and fullheart is looking for the expansion. Now, I don't know if Mixu is familiar with fullheart, but if he is, again, fullheart is notorious for cannon rushing, and is setting up here on the low ground. This time a cannon rush against a Terran player. We'll see how he does adjust, and how Mixu does respond. SV does confirm, gets eyes on the pylon, gets eyes on the second probe, of course, as well. Pylons are thrown down, but the probe is under fire. Boys are being pulled, and can we get on top of the probe? Up! Oh my god. Looks like we can. The probe is going to be shut down. Was unable to box himself in. Cannon is on the way, but we're down to 1 probe. Cannon is going to be able to finish up. We're setting up on the low ground. Behind this, we have Mixu throwing down that bunker on the high ground. Factory's on the way. See fullheart slowly sieging forward. We have a cannon on the low ground, slowly pushing into a cannon on the high ground as well. Marine has arrived. Bunker finishing up. Bunker out of range of the cannon. Up. Yeah, it is out of range. Yeah, unfortunate here. And with this, the high ground pylon should go down, and Mixu should be feeling pretty safe and secure. I mean, we have the high ground, getting to the factory, the economy is under no threat. And we'll see how fullheart goes from here. Where are we taking this, Pappy? Gateway's done. Do we go Stargate or Robo? Oh, I mean, we don't have a Cybercore, never mind. Cybercore now on the way. If we did want to work towards either Robo or Stargate, it's gonna take a while to get there. Again, no high ground vision. And just the 1 probe. Zealot is on the way, but the cannon's under fire. The cannon's gonna go down. No! The cannon's gonna fall. And there's just nothing that can be done about it. Pylon's under fire as well. Tank on the way. Working towards Spider Mine. Okay, Spider Mines. Horizon. And yeah, this cannon rush is kind of being shut down before it really gets going. Pylon does fall. There's the Stargate. Like I like the creativity here of working towards and getting into proxy Void Ray, for example, but it's not gonna happen. Pylon goes down. 1 cannon left. 1 pylon remaining. Boys are being pulled, and we'll see if we can break that cannon. He wants it back. Oh yeah, it can just repair. True. Oh my god, but it's doing so much damage. Oh my god, the tank. Ah, the cannon did a surprising amount of damage there. The tank gets so fragile. Oh my god. Calm down. Has to back up, has to repair. Yeah, the tank not as tanky. As we're at least within range of the gateway. Spider-Man, I mean, hey, we had a mine going off. It's all good. Gateway goes down, Void Race on the way. And behind this, did we scout the... Oh, we did not scout the Stargate. Oh, Mixu is not fully aware of what's going on. Has to rely on his Marines. At least has the bunker. We got siege mode now on the way. Spider-Mines are set up. Boys are being pulled. Oh, we're gonna try and just break out. Oh, crazy move here on the Mixu. It goes to the dive, does focus on one of the cannons. Shield battery is done. Oh, and was this breakout a wise move? As we're gonna lose everything. Nothing shoots up. The Void Ray. The Void Ray stands strong. 5 SCVs. Mixu, calm down. And it looks like with the power of one Void Ray, can we break out? Can we keep going? The bunker still stands strong. One Marine does dive in. CC on the way. Getting the armory. CC does complete. But the Void Ray can now camp the mineral line. And we're down to 2 Marines. That's the anti-air. That's all we have. 2 Marines, Pat. Ay, ay, ay. The SC2 Void Ray. Imbababi. Second Void Ray has arrived. Working towards Goliaths, I'm sure. Until then, though. Full hearts. Has he done it? I mean, there's no mining. There's no economy here for Mixu. Has to pull away. Armory doesn't fit. GG gets called. The Armory is not going to finish. And with that, I mean, no Vulture, sorry, no Goliath either. And GG, full heart. Ties it up 1-1. He does it, Pappy. He does it. Ah, let's go. But yeah, he didn't see the Stargate. He did not scout it. Did not scout the Stargate. GG. And with that, we're getting into the ace match. Let's go. I'm sure if he was aware, he would have started working towards, you know, turrets, towards a starport, or rushing into Goliaths. Would not have tried to break down the ramp. I doubt it. So, unfortunately there by Mixu, he was not aware of what was going on, and hey, the cannon rush, it worked. Let's go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn in SC2 map, we have the Finnish Zerg player representing Berserker Esports. It is Mixu. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player representing Root Gaming. It is fullheart. Here we go. As you know what fullheart's gonna do, right? Show us the forge. Yeah. The forge has been placed. And it's time to cannon rush again. I mean, hey, you know, it has already worked once before. It can work here this time, as fullheart this time once again is a Brood War player, or Brood War Protoss, not SC2. Pilot has been placed. Mixu going pool first is going to be more ideal. Again, Mixu's now on notice, so going for a very safe opener, going for the initial spawning pool. Going to the low ground. And does confirm the pylon. Yeah, Mixu fully aware what's going on. Double gas into a faster Roach Warren, ideally. Mixu pulling a couple of boys. This I'm not so sure about. Cannon's going to be on the way, and Mixu's going to try and catch one of these probes. And oh! We got a couple of hits in. Yeah, this is a little bit ambitious here from Mixu. Has to pull back, so some lost mining time here from Mixu, which is less than ideal. Going back to mining. Roach Horns on the way. Here come the initial cannons. Once again, it's going to be cannons and a 2-gate setup from fullheart. You know, our Roach Horn's already on the way. Again, Mixu, he gets a faster Roach Horn because it was a pool opener instead. So it's really safe play out of Mixu is paying off. This is the downside of having a reputation. If all you do is cannon rush, then players will adapt to you. We'll adapt over time. Roach Warren's done. Roach is soon to be on the way. Yeah, 3 roaches. I was a little bit concerned that Mixu was going to get supply block, but he's okay. Spitting creep. Cannons are spread. And here come the Ravagers. It does end up getting supply block, which is less than ideal. Go for the extractor trick. And there's that shield battery. So Full Heart is adapting, this time with a shield battery. It's quite a different building than what we're used to in SE2, but it's coming. As was stated earlier in chat, the Brood War shield batteries do not target or cannot heal buildings. But they will have a little bit more sustain with the Dragoon. As Dragoon range is on the way. Flush Transfuse. First cannon goes down. Ooh, 1 Ravager falls though. There's no extension there from Mixu. Not bad. You know, these shield batteries, they should not finish. Forcing a cancel. Diving down, another Clutch Transfuse. And we're diving on those Dragoons. 1 Dragoon goes down. The second as well. Shield battery doesn't finish up in time. Ah. Down to 2 Dragoons. Down to 2. Yeah, and with that, the final cannon does fall, and the Mixu is breaking out, shuts down the final Dragoon as well. Ah. And that's the other scary thing. You were talking... Yeah, GG gets called. Earlier, I think Hyper One was talking about how the shield battery works a little bit differently, and how it even... You said it stuns. It, like, locks down a unit while it increases its shields, which sounds terrifying, especially if we're talking about going up against Ravagers, right? Because then it makes it easier to bile. So like you're kind of like, it feels kind of risky if you do try to heal your units up against Ravagers like this. I mean, this is how you would break out of a cannon rush. So it feels like kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of thing. Regardless, GG, well played, and Mixu will take the series. GG. Too brief to abuse with Wiles, Regen Raise, and Gravy Pass. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I wasn't sure how long it would be locked down. Is all CPS, yeah. For sure. It's lost DPS, and it also affects like your ability to kite as well, right? Especially with Dragoons. With we didn't quite get into range, but like that's where a lot of their strength comes from. Regardless, GG, well played. Mixu does break out. Mixu does take the game. I appreciate that Full Heart, he did adapt over the course of the series. It wasn't quite the same failed cannon rush that we saw in game 1. You know, this time we were incorporating some shield batteries. This time we were finding a little bit more success, but still, Mixu did break out, and congratulations to Mixu. He advances on to the semifinals, and now we're going to be covering a bit of a rematch, I believe. I think they faced off in the HSL. If not, they should have. Oh no, yeah, they were denied. I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was Greenert, right? I think Greenert took down Honmono in HSL. But now we get to finally see Psyarch versus Honmono. Let's go.